to put them out of my head, won't I?
What happened?
I lost 13-12.
Yeah, I just felt the ball run was just relentless all day, really. Anytime John needed a bit of luck, he got it, and when I needed a bit, I didn't. And John's such a tough competitor, you know. I knew it was going to have to scrape him off the table to beat him, but to a certain extent, I felt like when I got my chances, I was going to take them, but you know, it just got bitty, and yeah, it was tough, but glad to, you know, be here and for another year. So yeah, we go home and go flying. Yeah, every time he missed, he got away with it, and sometimes that's the difference. You know, when I missed, I didn't get away with it, and that's the difference, really. But all credit to John; he's a great competitor. He's a great bloke as well. He's one of the good guys on the tour. No, you know, listen, they're all tough in their own certain ways. You know, John's obviously a legend of the game. I've been at it a long time myself, so it's nice to be on the centre stage competing with him. And I think he'll probably tell you himself that, you know, it was a really good match, and it was a tight match, and it was probably just a little bit of form here and there that made the difference. But that's snooker, and that's why we love it.
Nice. Incredible.
Well done, sir. You've done it again. Okay? I tell you what, 4 or 5 down overnight, John. What was your thinking coming in today? Because that was a real topsy-turvy session yesterday.
I thought it was a good game. I just passed by Ali and he was doing an interview, and he says every time I missed it, I get away with it. Now, if he doesn't fluke the blue, I could have been 5-1 in front, and then I'm taking control of the game. But listen, there's nobody in the game that's got more respect for Ali as a cue and as a player than me, because he's played against me so many times and he's been flawless. So I know he works a lot with Chris Henry. He cues the ball beautiful. He just maybe missed. The important frame was
7-all,
8-6.
Yeah,
when I went 8-6.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
important.
Yeah. Well, he had some wonderful things to say about you, John. He was full of respect in his interview afterwards. So
Just
fear not.
Just said you were lucky.
Fear
He
not.
just said you were totally lucky.
Didn't we? We were just talking about expectations coming in here. I mean, you've had a very strong season, 3 really big finals, and 2 finals since the new year, and 2 big semi-finals. Can you quantify expectations, or is it just a sort of confidence that you can quantify coming in?
It's not really the tournaments, Hazel, for me. It's like the calibre of players I've beat this season.
Yeah.
That's been the most important. I beat Xing Tong a couple of times. I beat Judd a couple of times. I beat Selby. I beat Mark Williams. So it's the types of players that you're just putting your game up against.
Yeah.
And in the last few years, I've been losing those big matches. So that's the most important thing for me.
So, therefore, what does it do for you when you come in here with all of these things under your belt?
Yeah, no, listen, I didn't have a good sleep last night, to be brutally honest. I was a wee bit... but I've been here so many times. I seen Alan this morning, Alan McManus, and I just says, I've seen everything here.
Yeah. Do you think it gets any easier, or do you think it gets harder? No matter how many times you play here.
Harder. Harder without a doubt. Yeah, harder.
But when you feel, but on the pressure shots, you're feeling okay, which is the very important part of it.
Some of them.
Some of them. Okay.
I don't know whether it's not betraying confidences, because we said this actually on the air. It was a Radio Scotland piece we did at New Year, John, and we were talking about inspiration. We were talking about motivation. And you told me, well, you alerted me, of course, to the fact that you'd already figured it out. 1998 is the first time you won this world title. It was the last time.
Thanks,
exactly. Sorry about that, Ken. It was
he still looks the same, doesn't he? I certainly look totally different.
The last time that Scotland's football team qualified for the World Cup finals. And they're back. There's a little mirror image there. Has that been a motivation?
Listen, I'm just holding on to any little motivation. I had a great time in Paris watching Scotland, Brazil.
As world champion.
Yeah, I can't remember much of it, but I had a great time. No, listen, it's great for the country, but Steve Clark and the boys have all done. They've just gave everybody such a lift, and I've had a great season, Hazel. I can't complain. I've had a great season. There's every chance I could be playing Ronnie in the next round, which will be a great occasion. No, I mean, we've been there for so many years, and I would love to play him out there again.
Do you relish matches like that now? Like, do you look forward to them even more than you did before?
Yeah, because...
Or would you rather play his opponent?
No, listen, of course you're playing one of the greatest ever, so it would be a great A great match, I think, if he comes through and we play over 3 sessions.
Tell me about the support team that's here this week.
Nobody.
Nobody yet?
They've not come down. They just left me to it. I've got a few friends that's come down, but the family, they'll all come down for that game. That's a special game. It might never happen again. So, as I've had with Williams the last few years here, there were special occasions, I'm sure. If Ronnie does get through, it'll be a special occasion.
Sure will, but that was a special win for you today. Well done. You're off and running. Fantastic season. Well played.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. I think you've got John. Absolutely extraordinary. Our heart was in our mouth. It really was. Very, very well done.
Yes, magnificent.
It's got to be the greatest comeback of your career, surely.
Well, I came to the party at last. I came to the party, so that was brilliant.
You did. We're just talking about this, John. 2-6, 3-8, 5-9 behind. After that first session, he was in such flow.
Yeah.
I mean, how despondent did you feel at that point?
No, not really, because I know my cue ball wasn't great, and especially when you're playing Ronnie, when his cue ball is pinpoint, it can demoralise you.
Yeah.
But I was 6-2 down. I'm saying, listen, I've said to the family, I says, if I win the next 2 sessions, I've got a chance. That's all I concentrated in.
Yeah.
I came out last night at 1-5-3,
Yep.
gave myself a chance, and then today the table's recovered. Yeah. And it played a lot better.
I mean, the scoring, though, you were struggling to score early on, but the scoring today was phenomenal, wasn't it?
Well, because the table was tough. Yeah. And listen, we all know Ronnie plays with other chalk, and it makes it difficult. It makes it pockets even tighter. It seems to be that way.
I mean, you even had a kick in the last
frame.
And I prayed to God. Now I says, oh my God, but he was listening because he gave me another chance, and then I put the red in the middle.
John, it's been an extraordinary rivalry. Well, you've talked about this over the years. You've just been talking about the 6 previous occasions. The first one, 1996, went down to a decider as well. Were you aware of just how significant that match has been, how consequential over the years? Because we've been saying 5 out of the last 6 times you've played him here, one or other of you has gone on to lift the title. It seems such a titanic kind of match between the two of you, doesn't it?
It always is when you play Ronnie, but listen, I thought Ronnie played in about the balls. That was the best I've ever seen him hit the ball. He was cueing it so well. And I was intentionally opening the balls up, playing my safety shots, because I'm saying he's better than me at safety, playing the flicks. And I'm saying I've just got to get in. Hopefully he might miss a long one, and then they're sitting maybe for me. And that's the way I played that game there.
Did you get a little bit... At what point today did you get that encouragement that you thought, you know, I'm on top of my game and this is here for the taking then, you know?
I thought, like, when I went 10-9 up and I potted a great long red, I've got the blue, and I've just come down to try to be on the bottom of the black, and I didn't really play it right. Played a safety double. I come off the knuckle back into the reds. But the next 2 frames, the breaks that he made...
Yeah, incredible.
I mean...
It's just incredible. You're sitting there and you're watching, you're just saying...
Admiring it in a way.
Of course, you're admiring it because you're just saying it's just incredible. So, but I was still feeling confident that if I get in, I could have a chance, and then I've happened with 2 good frames. So.
But it wasn't just a chance, John. 3 centuries and 5 frames. That scoring really clicked in. Did you feel yourself in the groove at that point? How did you manufacture that?
No, I felt good, and then when Martin Clark came in and says the tails have been recovered, I'm like, this is a chance, because I'm thinking the way he was controlling the cue ball, I didn't know. I wouldn't have had that burst in me if it was the old cloth. Yeah. So the cloth just gives you a little bit, and then there's no chalk marks, the indentations in the table in the last few frames. It's a brand new clean slate, and it played better.
For all the occasions that you've played him all over the snooker world, really, this one, it just felt different. You'd said beforehand, look, it might be the last time we play one another, and if it is, what an incredible finale to your rivalry. We really hope there'll be a lot more. You must do too. Yeah, that was an incredible atmosphere, especially when we walked out there alongside Mark 2 nights ago. It was incredible atmosphere that Rob.
I mean, I tell you what, it's definitely the best last 16 match there's ever been.
I think so.
I tell you what, you never see one like that with that standard.
And it's extraordinary, John, because as the guys are saying, it is only round 2. You're into the quarterfinals for the 20th time. But how much of a fillip, how much encouragement does that give you coming in here trying to win a 5th world title? It's only the second round. That's the way I was looking at it. It's a great match, but second round, I've got to get a good rest, playing Wakeling or Robertson next, and then you just... This is how
how tough this tournament is. You've only got one sleep and then you're right back into it. Then you're into starting at 0-0.
How happy are you because of the way you produced that win, the scoring as well? It must give you great confidence, surely.
Yeah, hopefully going forward, Ken. Yeah.
John, I can honestly say, everybody watching at home, all of us here, it's been an absolutely sensational match. You both played the most amazing part in it. But you're the man who's won the day, and you go through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
Thank you
well
so much
Well played,
for coming in
John.
to talk to us about it.
Tremendous,
Well
Paul.
done.
That was
All right.
tremendous.
It really was. Let's hear from